Welcome to part 2 of my revisiting series. This time, hopefully, I didn't actually fuck my mic up, and this one will be... wait, I just realised why... yeah, but this one, I am revisiting Deadly Clubstep this time. For the revisiting series, I did it... yeah, let's start getting fucked up now. Okay, so there's no point using this. Alright, anyway, so, yeah. Sorry for this, hasting. Actually, I should restart, I think, of this now. Welcome to my next video in the revisiting series. This is revisiting Deadly Clubstep. This was my second hardest of 2021. I did it 12 days after Toto V2, and I did beat Different Descent in the meantime. But yeah, let's you still I saw my old attempts and stuff on it, unlike some other levels, and well, yeah, let's just get done with the practice run. Turn on the volume a little bit so you can hear me a bit better, because I know it's a bit hard to hear me sometimes. And whilst I know completion doesn't matter, this it kind of does matter. But yeah, this first few parts are quite self-explanatory, though we get this memory part. I think I remember. I did. Just messed up one click. You have to buffer it. So this first ship, I was on 60, and at first it gave me a super bad time, but I got really consistent. No, actually, I think people sort of overrate the difficulty of this first. It's still hard, don't get me wrong, but I think a few people called it a bit too hard. But yeah, you don't want to click into that otherwise you die, I think. This bull part wasn't that hard for me. This first part of it. This I did die to quite a few times ago. The timings are quite hard in this part, so yeah, beware of that. Overall, this part isn't too bad. This part, luckily, on 60, this is all. It's still auto on HR, but luckily for me, on 60, that was auto. Right, I think I remember this. Yeah, I do. Okay. I had some of the worst luck I ever had on a level, on this level. I died past 70 40 times, and my best before death, before completing it, was 85. So yeah, I died 40 times in a 15% section. That UFO used to give me so much trouble, and I just want to attempt it. Now, I used to be really bad at shipping UFO. And then, yeah, my death was at the portals here, yeah. I think it couldn't have been. Okay, so I died to the cube. Really? Okay. And then we got this last full part, which is hard. I somehow fluked this. I have no idea how I fluked it. And then this last ship part 3. So yeah, that's a rough overview of the level. I like the level now, but back then I used to hate this level. It was quite a thing for me. But yeah, let's just go from 0. I don't know if I'll rebeat it, but I'll just see what I can do. Yeah. I do that whenever I do like one attempt. I missed that blue hole for some reason. I should just buffer it. Don't know why I don't. But yeah, when I started this, I was like, this was like alright. The main problem for me was just how unlucky I got. It was really unlucky. And like this level was a bit worse than 60 as well, which is a bit of a shame. But I think it's good on HR. Ooh, okay. Good first attempt, huh? Or well, second attempt. I'll take that. I think I need to continue holding that. Yeah, that first ship at first was a really big choke point for me, but it got consistent for me. This level, in comparison, this was actually my first experience where I had to spend time with it all, because Toto V2 was really short in attempts. This took me 3.7k, which was quite high for me, because I usually just, if something took me longer than 1k, I would stop playing it, because I just didn't like grinding. This is still the first level I had to push myself through, and I almost quit it for Windy, but I pushed myself through. It helped me, definitely, in terms of grinding, because the thing about this game is that your determination is a factor that's very undervalued, because you can have as much raw skill as you want, but if you don't apply yourself, you're never going to be anything. So it's just why being patience and focus and determination is what you need for this game. Yeah, that 27 spike did fuck me up quite a lot. It's definitely a very weird angle. don't know why I'm dying to that, but that's really easy. I'm just clicking too early for some reason. What? That was dumb. I can't get past the first part of the first ship now. My face when I did better on low refresh rate. Yeah, I remember one of my friends saying that this level would just not be good on 60. It wasn't good, but I mean, he made it out to be so much more hard, so much harder than it really was for 60. Because my first few levels of this series are 60 achievements, just for your information. I remembered. Let's go. And let's see, can I make it? Oh, I died to the last spike of the ball. Oh, okay. Not bad, we already got halfway through the level. Yeah, in my opinion, this is one of my hardest hard demons. I think it's my, if I remember correctly, my spreadsheet, it's my third hardest, a little behind Fairy Dust and Generic. Which, yeah. And yeah, this is definitely quite a hard demon. I'm not sure why it is on the HDL. I heard some guy, yeah, it's not on top 500. Shut up, it is. It just is. You can't. Okay, I need to hold for longer. I'm fucking out really easily. I remember the thing that really inspired me to do this level was, and that's true for a few levels, like Total 2v2, is that I remember watching UW complete it back in the day, like 2017, 2018. I'm pretty sure this one was 2017. I was like, wow, that looks so hard. I could never do that. And for some reason, what? I suck, bro. I can't fucking buffer for shit. I always like go too early. But yeah, as I was saying, for some reason this level, Forest Temple and Total V2 inspired me the most. And Total V2 and Forest Temple make sense because those are like some of his crowning achievements back in his early days. But I'm not sure why this level stuck out to me. Because I mean, it's just another reason why I did as well would have been the fact why, you know, how he was also very big into that stuff, and you know, why I beat this, you know, when it was considered really hard. That was zero brainstorm. But yeah, he beat when it was considered really hard, and I was like, wow, that's a good achievement, and that's probably why he added on. And yeah, I'm quite proud I could say that I beat the level, because like, I didn't think I would. I thought I was going to drop it. I thought I was just going to leave it, because I hated my luck. My luck was it more than anything, because my luck just made everything, because like, what I've noticed about my luck, what? Okay, what I've noticed about my luck is that it sometimes isn't particularly bad, but I die so much in the middle of the level that it just feels hopeless. Like, it's especially relatable with extremes, like the one I'm doing right now, another phase, Misty and Sigma Interface. I just died so much, it just felt hopeless. I didn't think I could beat it. Volume as well. And that's like the worst type of luck you can get on a level. Because when you get bad luck, you know you can beat the level. Right? When it feels hopeless, you don't think you can beat it, you think you're fucked. And that's just a horrible feeling to have when you're playing a level, really. Because if you think you can't beat it, what's the point of playing it? I know some people are like, well, I play levels that are way above my skill level. I know I can't beat them, it's playing for fun, but the difference is that people went into that level with the mindset, I'm not gonna beat this, I just want to play for fun. You know, I went into the mindset, I'm going to beat this. And when you start off and then you get crushed, it's different. It's a whole different feeling. Falling a bit too early on the ship part. That ship part did give me a lot of trouble for ages. I just could never really do it. So it was more of a, felt more like a luck draw whether I'd pass it, just because I wasn't inconsistent in any way. And that is more of a 60 thing, because 60 in 60 it was just easy, really, just to slam your head on all the monsters and hope you did it. Most here it's a bit better to be a bit more precise with your inputs. I don't know why I did that, but yeah. Really, what I want to do I could rebuild it, but I just want to get a few attempts done, or 1 or 2 attempts at least, just to the 70s. Just want to see how I do, how I fare. So I don't really care about rebeating them. I just want to go back and just get far. I just want to revisit. You know, that's the point of this series. I want to revisit. I want to see how bad, how the levels for me now. Man, I keep on sucking at this part. Seems like nothing's changed. I'm still bad at that part. But yeah, it's just, you know, because 2021 is definitely gonna. I'm recording this in 2021. I'm gonna record Windy and maybe Acropolis as well in 2021. And 2021, definitely. I don't think I could. In terms of GD, I don't think I could surpass 2021. I'm not gonna lie, I just kind of popped off this year. I finally found like the secret formula on how to be good at the game, and I used it or some shit, you know. And that's good because the game is way more enjoyable when you're, you know, when you're better at the game. I died to that again. I did die to that click specifically a few times from 0, but it was more just, it's more just me waiting too long after that click because I'm trying to be precise. Because you can't click instantly because, you know, there's like a few different ways you can die in that part. That click also killed me quite a few times. 50 was a very hard click for me. It was like one of the chokes of the level for me. I died there quite often, so I'm not that surprised because that click is quite hard for a hard demon. Like that ball part is one of the few parts of the level that is not hard demon. Cause like this level, in my opinion, should not be insane demon. It was at some point for a little while, but I do not think it's insane demon worthy in any form. Any form. I can see. I mean, on 60, this is very close to Windy Landscape in difficulty because Windy Landscape's a bit more low refresh rate friendly. I know you have the 28 ship, but for me that got consistent. And overall, there's just less parts which derive off you needing skill base. Because like in the pre-drop, there isn't too many. Like the hard parts I think of for the pre-drop are the 28 ship, and that's skill based, yeah. But I mean. For me, the I mean, when I think about I'm kind of proving myself because the hardest parts are skill based, but there's just a less skill based gameplay. Let me put it that way. I shouldn't dig myself into a hole. I know it's wrong. All right. For me, here was the far point. So yeah, first time I've been far in almost a year. Yeah, that UFO is really weirdly aligned. You have to. I think what I'm realizing now is that I have to enter the UFO pool low, and that's why that UFO used to be hard for me. But that UFO was impossible for me. I could never do it. Which I mean is fair enough. I still think it's quite a hard UFO. But yeah, what I was talking about is that on 60, I think this is very close to Windy in difficulty, but on high refresh rate a bit far apart. Because this level's hardest parts are skill based, but there's more skill based gameplay. When I was saying Windy, the hardest parts are skill based, but there is just less of it. And by skill based, I mean shift and wave, and that's what I always mean. I don't see there's anything else usually, or maybe swing copter as well. Ah, I almost passed again. That 52. Alright. I had died at 56 a few times. I think I died at like once or twice, which was weird. But yeah, I'm fine again. Where can I get this time? Oh, I don't know. I tried to click into the portal. But I clicked too late. That's kind of dumb. I need to fall there. If I passed that on, if I passed it, I could have gone to the last cube, I think. Bit of a shame. But it does show that the end's way easier on High Fresh Rate, because like I know how I'm supposed to enter the UFO portal now, but even if I knew back then it'd be hard, because the ship's just so much harder on 60. It's funny. It's just funny how much harder it is. Like, you know, I used to, you know, when I was on 60, I was half the time I'd be quite good at shipping, the other half I just suck. And when I got my 165 Hz monitor, it was just astronomical how easy ship was. Like, after I got 165, I genuinely didn't think ship was a hard game mode, because all the skill of it was just taken out. Like, once you get to extremes, the skill solve comes back, as, you know, there's less, just straight, I'm more ship control, but like, just ship just became just way easier for me, and it was just, and I know to some people that might sound really fucking arrogant, but to me, that's just how it felt for me coming from 60 Hz, as already, on 60, I was not a bad player for 60, right, because I beat 4 insane demons, though one should be hard demon, I beat a few hard demons. A lot of people don't get to that on high refresh rate. And there's loads of 60 players who are way better than me, and way better than me, and still are probably. And I'm not comparing myself to them in any way, because I couldn't beat fucking Extreme 60, I don't have the patience. And I just found the game way fun on high refresh rate, because ship just feels so much more of a pain in the arse. And Wave as well, but Wave felt a little less like a pain in the arse for me on 60. Ship is where, for me, it glared the most. The Wave was also quite a big change. When I tried Poltergeist on the high fresh, I was like, wow, this is just free now. Like, the only hard part was the first part of the first wave. That was the only hard part. You know, I was on 60, and everything after it, 39 to 100, would just still been hard. A bit hard, you know. Not too terribly difficult, and definitely way easier, but it's still been comparable. You know. Another I did 39 to 111 times, which is funny. I think I'm gonna give myself a few more attempts, and then I'm gonna cut off the recording, because I think it's been a little while, and I don't want my recordings to be too long, because I'm just bad at making myself edit. So if the recordings are short, they're just gonna be easier to edit. So yeah, I'll give myself 5 more attempts, including this one. I just let myself fall into that. That's depressing. Well, 4 attempts remaining. Oh, 3 attempts remaining. Two attempts remaining because I am dumb. Why did I do like that, man? I don't know why I keep fucking up buffers.
82. I didn't hit long enough.
I think I'll just leave the last attempt, because, yeah. So, my closing thoughts is that this level, on high refresh rate, is quite a good level. I wouldn't recommend you do it if you're 60, however, it would help you with your ship skill, but there are fun levels that you could do that with, like Windy. Windy helped me with my ship skill. Another good level would be something like Cyber Abyss as well. Yeah, I wouldn't recommend this for 60, but it was fun revisiting this and just seeing how much different it was to play on high refresh rate, because the first few, the stark difference is that I am on a high refresh rate now, you know, and that's what's going to be interesting in the first few, and then the last few is to be how much better did I get at the game. But yeah, thank you for watching.